right, greetings. Join us. All right, we're going to messages into the Q&A. All right, blessings. Here we go. This is Archangel Michael, sending you energies. Of course, there's a lot of fear to heal in your reality. Yes, humanity isn't always giving itself a chance to relax, to connect, to release. Still has a lot of anxiety from other lifetimes, still dealing with. Yes, you can say the world is dealing with the ghosts of the past. And when humanity is ready to discover that many are, but on a massive scale, it's not really letting go of those timelines of the ancient world or the 100 years ago timelines. They're still here. Many are still dealing with those conflicts. So as more of that becomes aware, and individually many are cutting those cords, but the rest of the world has no idea what that is. So some do cut it automatically and don't even know it, but many are clueless to it. As more become aware of the timelines of the past, the more of you are free and you can choose your destiny more clearly. That's what you're here to do. Blessings. Brings you. I am Ra. Blessings from your Egyptian time period. Yes, our time period is still curious of your reality. Yes, many conflicts are created back then and still have not been healed in this reality. So you're basically, your world started in the ancient world and you're still trying to resolve everything. Eventually you become more aware. Yes, the gods will appear again physically when the time is right. Some of you are having those connections. Eventually it becomes more part of society. Yes, people will see the alien beings like you would see a ghost. It might get more freaked out. I mean, some are doing that now. That will increase. And eventually you'll have, eventually there will be evidence of it, like photographic evidence. Like you see like an outline of a god or some kind of alien apparition becomes more clear. Obviously it happens now to a certain degree, but it'll increase as humanity begins to become more aware of itself as you are working on currently. So blessings. Brings you. This is Redmond. Blessings. I'm Sirius V. Blessings to you all. There's a lot of soul maturity that's happened on the world of, yes, understanding your reality is basically that spirituality becomes more, it's part of basically kind of this renaissance currently, at least in the current timeline. Eventually it'll mature where you can clear out some of the naysayers, energies that's no longer needed. Of course, many are still trying to understand the spiritual communities. It probably will take like another 100 years for what you are learning now to become more prominent, be more understood. And some of you are opening up new ideas. And yes, a few of you are getting it, but mass majority is not understanding it still. Some of you know that. They're going off to other fantasy realms and they're not quite understanding the spiritual implications of what they're doing currently. But that's what you're building right now, so they can get more of an understanding of the astral plane, Once again, many are, but the numbers are still very low. As you become more advanced, you in the astral plane become more, you're just like a world within a world. It just becomes more clear. Right now, it's still kind of hazy because many are still not understanding it, and it's a little bit fearful. They feel like it's death when it really isn't. It's just an extension of yourself. I'm here to answer your questions whenever you're ready. Blessings.
Oh, blessings, Redmond.
Greetings.
Thank you again for coming in.
Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. I definitely feel like that energy, dealing with that on a constant basis, and it's going to be a long game. You know, you got to be in it for the long term. Definitely.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you.
Blessings.
Lessons. Up first this evening, we have Daria.
Hello there.
Greetings.
Greetings to you. So, do you have any message for me at this time? Whatever you can pick up there.
Well, as you know, you connect to the astral realms, of the lower realms, the demonic realms, or the archon realms, as they call it different things. But you're helping them educating them so they become more where they're taken more seriously, and that people aren't so afraid of them, where they can share their knowledge and not scare everyone, because sometimes demonic beings can scare people off, and it's like they're just trying to say hi, but then they end up attacking someone because they just like doing that. It's like to them, Halloween is every day, so they're always there to spook somebody. So they don't always know how to communicate. So people are understanding it more, but their energy can be used for curses and things like that. They're not always intended to do that, but others can use their energy for various reasons.
Nice.
So we're just a communicator with them. You work in the astral for others to understand it. Let's put it that way. So you connect to others astrally to make it more clear.
Yeah, that's what I feel. What I'm doing here, but I'm also have a 3D job now, which is kind of funny, and I try to push the career somewhere. I don't know. So maybe the second question is like, do you have any take on that? Maybe what?
Well, the job is to buy time. Give yourself something else to do. Understand the energies of others, and just kind of walk in more into the physical, because obviously sometimes you connect to the non-physical, and the physical becomes kind of a mystery, or not necessarily a mystery, become disconnected from it. So it connects you more to the physical, so you can have a more understanding, and if at least scanning it and understanding others, and eventually you'll bring the right people to you'll meet the right people there that you need to meet. Let's put it that way. When the time is right. They're not always ready. They're not always ready to meet you yet, as you probably know.
I'm so scary. Well, thank you.
Yes. Listen. Yes.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Next we've got Haria.
Greetings, Redmond.
Greetings.
I was just wondering if you have any special message from you to me.
Just that you do work with appearances to keep your vibration going. So, is it like an Egyptian energy you connect to for appearance? Also, in this lifetime, you're also clearing out. I would say even curses from other people. Sometimes lower dimensional energies are trying to attack your frequency. You do have a way of turning off that energy field. Sometimes it does come your way, from what it seems.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I can pick up on that sometimes, so I try to clear out when I can.
Yeah, that's your Egyptian connection.
Wow. Okay, beautiful. I was just wondering if you can pick up on anything on when I was on the round table night with King Arthur and Merlin, because I've been watching this series on Netflix with Merlin, and I had been feeling connected to him lately. Do you have anything on that?
Well, there's parallel realities that you're connected to. I mean, we've been Merlin's apprentice in previous lifetimes. It didn't always work out. Sometimes he was impatient with you, it feels like, on several occasions. So, but he does seem like he does assist you. But he feels like sometimes you don't always listen to him. So
Okay.
but he is around, it seems. So you're kind of getting along with each other. It's kind of an on and off relationship there.
Oh, special.
So
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Dragon.
Hello, how you doing?
Yes, greetings.
My first question is, lately it seems that I've been more sensitive to kind of the uplifting energies that are put on things like songs and stuff like that. You know how it's more than just the words. There's like an energy attached to things, and you know, some higher vibrational beings like communicate heavily that way. Why am I getting sensitive to that?
Well, it seems like astrally you're going more into higher realms looking for information. So astrally you've been there for quite some time due to the low frequencies that's going on, especially during the election period. So like the election period lower the Earth's frequency actually. So astrally you went to a higher realm so you can gather information, and you know it's it's like you stepped out of the water, at least of this reality, and you know there's nothing wrong with that. And then you're going back into the deep of this realm, but you're bringing that with you, though. It seems.
Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like some songs that I never noticed that on, like a Madonna song, I picked up the energies attached to it.
Yeah, because there's messages, yes, hidden messages, of course. So you guys are getting more active around you recently. Not saying why.
The reaction, it's intense when I get that. It's, you know, like a little overwhelming, and not too much. My next question is, do you have any messages for me?
Well, it feels like also your guys are getting a little bit. The world's getting sometimes a little bit too intense for them. Sometimes I guess it does seem like they do get frustrated by the world's frequencies, and so they're kind of through the music they're talking to you of how they feel. They're giving you different types of knowledge. Like, was it the Madonna energy? She has like a Lemurian frequency connected to her. Now she has more of an Anunnaki energy, but in the past is more Lemurian. Yeah, it's kind of like a seductress frequency, but of course there's many messages there from beings like that, kind of like a nymph. So, but I feel like you're here to unlock some codes is what's happening currently. Of course, they're not going to go public with that, but
I'm guessing just having picked up the energies is probably good enough to unlock it.
yes.
It's like releasing it.
Well, it's like a puzzle. Yeah, it will slowly unlock. Yes.
All right. Thanks, much love.
Yes, blessings.
All right, thank you. Up next, we've got Steve.
Hello, Redmond.
Greetings.
Greetings. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. I just wonder if you can just connect with me and see any updates. What I've been doing is my astral dream state's been real heavy and doing a lot of stuff. Just any updates and messages. Thank you.
Well, you've just been going off world a lot astrally too. Feels like you've been going into like Venus realities. Also, they have Agarthian type of worlds. Just protecting you, but it just has to do with. I mean, there's the political energy of, I feel like you're protecting some of the politicians here. You know, they are, kind of shady, but they're part of the Earth collectives. Like you're almost like a bodyguard in some regard, because it's part of the piece of this reality. It's just part of the growth here. So there's much more to it than that, but eventually it'll entangle itself when the time's right. Blessings.
Sweet, awesome. Thank you. And next is can you connect with my galactic family or any of the Sirius B connections and just any messages? Thank you.
We are getting more in touch with your feminine side, basically, because the Earth is getting more masculine due to the chaotic frequencies. So you bring that in, kind of like the Mother Earth frequency, to help calm things down. Many are frustrated. People still don't know themselves. You can't figure themselves out. They're not supposed to at this time. So you like bring a wave of energy from the, from Agartha and other places, but I feel like a lot of it's coming from Agartha too. Bringing some settled down energies here to settle, let them get all angry and all that, eventually calm things down, go somewhere to eat, help others, go do something recreation. Just, all right, now it's time to find somewhere to relax. So you bring that frequency here. So blessings.
Thank you so much. Blessings.
Hey, very nice. Up next, we got Tristan.
Greetings, Redmond.
Greetings.
Nice to talk to you. Before you came in, we were having a discussion about kind of astral travel and out of body and leaving this world as well, and our silver cord that keeps us here and stuff like that. And Dragon was talking about one time where he was like battling his guide and saying, well, what happens if I just like cut his cord or whatever? Kind of, I think what he was thinking is like starting the reincarnation process without actually, physically dying. He would physically die at some point, but like not doing it through our regular way. Is that where we're heading? Is this world going to become a way of we will be able to reincarnate into it without going through this whole process, or is that part and parcel of a 3D world where, well, no, if you want to be in a 3D world, you come into a body and then you leave the body?
Well, at this, some of you that are going to the awakened state, like if you leave, it depends on how you leave this world. If you leave this world on good circumstances, like you live it on good terms, meaning that, you don't commit suicide, you're not leaving before you don't leave in a violent way. Well, you can if you get shot or something. But it's on how you leave here. When you re-enter, you can retain a lot of your knowledge, depending if you want it or not. You do. Now, obviously, knowledge can be a double-edged sword because you reincarnate as a child and you just remember way too much. Your parents are quite clueless. They're like apes. It's like, huh?
Yeah, it's like, it would be pretty hard.
So it's like, so you bring like an Einstein frequency here, which many do, and you do to a certain level. Sometimes it's better just to not know anything. It's like then we live a somewhat a normal life. So we always have, not everybody has that choice, but especially you have this like spiritual development, you can retain a lot. Yeah, and over time it becomes easier to leave this world. Yes, but yeah, that's the whole idea. Is you'll be able to know your timeline better, and even find your exit point, and just leave at your exit point. Just leave your body just like that, which some do. That becomes more clear over time.
Okay, but it's unusual. That's
right
not,
now. Yes.
Right now. Okay, yeah.
Right now it's like impossible. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not easy.
Okay, got it. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. The second question, again, rather not very specific, but I've been trying to understand more about narcissistic people. I was watching this Darrell, whatever his name is, case, and he's like just amazing watching this guy. And I'm trying to figure out what goes on in where it's like they're empty, but at the same time they are completely part of me thinks they're completely fulfilled in terms of doing only what they want, except there's nothing behind it. It's like they're able to anyway, that doesn't matter. My thought is, is it a way for them to live balancing the good and the bad within them, or is there something actually really wrong where there's something has not connected, and they went, oh, okay, I will pretend my whole life, and so they're not doing the thing of human, of learning and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, a lot of narcissists are energy vampires. They have trouble loving themselves. So, and some of them come from the demonic realm. I mean, they were probably pretty bad in their last life also. And they don't always want to see it. They don't want to see themselves as the villain. So narcissism, kind of a window where they don't notice their darkness. So it's like having a villain in the family or a friend or whatever it might be, but they keep telling themselves they're doing the right thing. They haven't got in touch with themselves at all. They're not about to. They think they do, but usually they don't. Usually they have the best intentions. Yeah, it's all about them.
Right.
So they're just, it's this lower, the lower chakras are fully active. And they don't know, it's like being addicted to it. They're addicted to their own low vibration.
Okay.
Cutting that off is very hard.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's an experience is like any other, but it seems to get
They can
less out of
change it.
life. Just seems to get less out of life doing that. But anyway,
Well, it depends. Well, the more people they suck the vibration out of, I don't know. Sometimes they feel like they live in more life than others.
oh,
Guess
well,
what?
I can see that. Okay, great. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we got Silverclaw.
Hello, greetings and blessings.
Thanks.
My first question is, my plants are looking very damaged by the lights every day. It has a week and a half left until harvest. I wanted to know if it's better if I wait till the end or if I should harvest it sooner.
I'll probably harvest it sooner.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like the plants are decent at the level that they're at.
Oh yeah, compared to before, it's like looking like incredible. But how long? How soon do you think I should harvest it? Like 4 days, 3 days from now?
4 days. I mean, something like the crispier, the better.
Say that again.
Sometimes. Like the crispier, the better they are. But yeah, like 4 days should be fine.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, is it such a big improvement that I not wait till the end? I mean,
Yeah, it feels like
such a big deal?
Feels like you can test it, but right, it feels like 4 days would be fine though.
Mm-hmm. It won't be like a big loss, basically, or anything like that.
Doesn't feel like it, no. But it's good to get it sooner the better. Yeah.
Sooner than the week and a half. Okay, yeah, fantastic. That's really I can't appreciate that enough. Thank you so much. My next question is, any advice or optimistic messages about finding a better home in the near future?
Oh, well, it feels like it'll be more next year. I mean, keep looking, but it feels like because the market, everything, the economy is not exactly in the best shape at this time. Just keep looking. I don't have any. It's not clear right now. It's like next year will be a better time though.
So just kind of keep doing what I've been
Yes.
doing with the website.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep pushing forward then.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we got Yuli.
Greetings. My first question is, I think since yesterday, I start feeling a lot anxiety. I mean, the anxiety is super like hard to handle, and my face start hurting a lot, my teeth and everything else. But can you tell me anything about what's going on with this energy? Do I feel in the collective or?
Yeah, it's an energy attack.
Plus it's coming, plus another storm is coming. But I don't feel afraid of it, but I feel like people is afraid of it.
No, it's an energy attack. It could be from the storm. It does feel like a lot of that's coming. Yeah, a lot of it is coming from other people. Yeah, you just need to clear your energy or just rest.
Like an energy attack.
You'll clear it out. Yeah, I just feel like people are just aggravated by what's happening.
Yeah, because it's very intense. Okay, thank you. And is any messages for me?
Right now is just time to connect more to your talents. You'll find more self-love there, you'll actually discover more about yourself. It's like some of the things like you work on, like art-wise, is like a reflection of yourself. But you're not always noticing that. Like sometimes you might say, wow, that's a picture of me in some kind of reality.
But that's funny because I'm painting right now, and I start painting this little creature. It looks like a fairy being,
Yeah,
and he's in this tree, and he looks so happy, and he's telling me that he lives in my tree or something like
yeah,
that. And I was
yeah.
like, "You live in my tree."
Well, you live in you live in think of like you go in when you do your artwork, you go into like a psychedelic realm.
Oh, yeah, he looks happy. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's cool.
You'll
Thank you
probably
so
see
much.
his friends there and all. He just likes getting your attention. Hey,
I'm
look,
painting him.
somebody notices me. Look at me.
He's like, put more green over here.
Yeah.
Put me on this tree area and more
Yeah.
light over here. That's so cool. But blessings. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Michael.
Greetings, Redmond.
Greetings.
Well, my vibration, I guess you could say, I put it in a jar for a while, and now it seems like it's coming back up, like up into the fourth. And I just want to know and make sure that I'm gonna, shake off all negative that was in the past. I mean, how have I shaked all that? The spells and all other garbage.
Some of it, not all of it. Some of it you're still learning from. Like some of it is like you're learning from the origins of it. But a lot of it has been cleared, but it takes some time to fully clear it. But you're on the path to do so. It's not something like if somebody attacks your energy, sometimes it takes sometimes it takes a couple of weeks to clear that out. Especially if they're still angry at you. So if someone's mad at you, some of that energy can be around for a while.
Okay. Yes.
But yes, you're on the right path, though. Yes, it's just some of that angry energy from another individual seems to be there lingering, without going into too much details there.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, my second question is, do you have any info on like what's going to happen? Which I know it's hard to predict, but am I going to get into a better position all around, home, at work, everywhere? Because I feel like it is. It is, but
well, you're going at a pace. You want to go faster with it. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think you're still getting used to the higher frequencies. Not to go. Sometimes you can. It's like a car. Sometimes you can accelerate it too fast and lose control. So you're being guided to slowly emerge into that higher frequency. I do see you connecting to more of the energy of helping others cross over. Ghost beings or those that are on their deathbed. I feel like you're bringing some of that into your field now. So some of your angelic energy is coming through.
okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Mary.
Greetings, Redman.
Greetings.
I would like to ask if you have any positive messages for me, from you to me.
Well, I see you connecting to Yeshua's energy, help you forgive yourself for anything that you feel like you've missed or didn't see. But you are bringing kind of the inner child. You're bringing the inner child back into your life, where you feel, when you feel like that blissful energy, where you didn't have to worry about anything. You're bringing more of that frequency back into your present. As you probably feel some of it. It's not fully there, but it's coming in slowly. Basically, you feel more blissful.
I do. I'm smiling now.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings. My second question is, I would like anything that you can give me or tell me on how to have or go toward a good future timeline information for me?
Well, you're right now, yeah, you're clearing out an old timeline. It's how you go about it. Meaning like you're handling it well. And this will help you, like you'll be, given you'll give positive karma for what it's like you're doing the hard work now. And you will be rewarded. Technically going through rewards right now. I feel like you get even more bigger reward over time once this challenge is over.
Oh.
So yeah, just keep focusing on the future though. It feels like you are focusing more of a positive timeline. Obviously, you'd like to have more blissful timeline. But you have a contract there that has not been fully closed out yet, as you know.
Yes.
So that one's, and there's good sides to it. There's still lessons to be learned with that contract. So, but you are learning them.
Oh, all blessings. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Alicia.
Greetings. So, yeah, obviously the energies have been a little intense, but I'll ask perhaps about my dreams, because this is a theme that's been repeating in my dream for probably like 6-7 months. I dream of just rows of beds, kids sleeping in them, people, whole rooms, like just beds, and bunk beds. And then the other night I had a specific dream with and this was like I don't know, it must have been some kind of, it was just like these huge rooms, and some of them had crystals in them, and some of them it was like a mall looking thing but ginormous. And then there was the bunk bed that didn't have the bottom bunk, but it was all printed, it had galaxy print all over it in this indigo color and these kind of like rhinestoney crystal things. So it was almost like, oh, my bunk bed. But yeah, what are you picking up with the themes of the beds and all that?
Well, it's different. There's different, energies there. One of them is an orphanage that you grew up in. So you're remembering that. We've also remember being in a family of like 12, like you're one of the 12 children in a large family. So the bunk bed, I would say that's also kind of marking it like this is your territory. Don't get there, get near it. Stay away from my stuff too, something like that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So there's some of that going on, but also I feel like on a galactic level, the bunk bed is also like you're moving up a level too. So you just kind of like the orphanage a lot of times, but there's a couple of them that are you can just put your intentions to clear out, or you can. I mean, that might be interesting for you to even dive into that. If you want to.
That's a strong, I've done a whole crying and ceremonies with, because I feel like I've worked in orphanages too.
Correct.
And like I see them a lot, and even the hospital little beds with like the metal.
We've also worked in Cine asylums too.
Yeah. It's
You've also been like the
patient
nurse of that, which wasn't fun. Interesting though, I get like a Van Gogh energy there with that.
Yeah, like that's come through before, that I was a nurse in the hospital that he was at.
Yeah. I would say after he cut his ear off, something around this line. I feel like he kept him going.
Yeah, maybe that's why I feel sad too, because it's like maybe that's bleeding through with the orphanages for some reason. Yeah.
Well, orphanage, that can be. Even if you're in the orphanage as a kid or a nurse, it's both of them are very traumatic.
And people are like, I feel kind of maybe on a higher level, like the beds, it's kind of maybe like people sleeping or crossing over. It almost feels in between realms, because it's just like rows of, sleeping souls. So it's kind of symbolic.
Well, also, walk-ins come in those kids too, or even the nurses themselves. So a lot of energy is coming and going.
Yeah, like an inception kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay. I guess for the second one, just if you have any messages for me at this time, I've been feeling definitely lonely and frustrated, and Which, yeah,
Well,
if anything you want to let me
the only
know.
thing I'm seeing like that, there's a princess lifetime where you felt very lonely is what I pick up from that. Almost like, was it the princess and the pea I get? I don't know the whole details of that. But you felt very isolated.
Mhm.
I would say feels like the Henry VIII time period where you feel like, wow, I just married this person, now I'm locked up. Something around those lines. I don't know if I was married to him or he's married to somebody else, but either way, he was there.
Mhm.
You felt you were practically in prison, just like that. You were free before, and now you're in jail.
Mhm. Well, that's a bunch of mattresses right there too, right? Didn't the Princess
Yes.
and the Pea have like a bunch of
Yeah, it has
mattresses
some kind of
stacked up?
symbology. I can't connect to it for some reason, but yeah, the
Okay.
princess and the pea has some kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Crystal.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Any messages for me?
Just getting more tapped into your own energies. Obviously, feel the blockages of others. They feel like you're not evolving. I mean, you are evolving, but you're not always feeling that. But you are getting more tapped into more of your talents. It's just you feel the limitations of others. It seems.
What kind of
Not you,
limitations?
People not listening.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like you have a way of, at least if you like your way, if things are happening the way how you would see it, things would be a lot easier or something around those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And others are making it harder for themselves, and just everything's just the opposite.
Yeah. I can totally see that.
It's like you're swimming against the current.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know that there's a reason why I'm not supposed to remember like some of my dreams, but I can't remember any of my dreams. Is there something I can do?
Lavender.
Okay.
Lavender oil. You can put on your what is it, on your hand, on your bracelet,
Okay.
on your wrist.
Okay.
And that can do something. See what happens. Yeah, you're doing a lot of detective work in astral. Well, your astral self is trying to communicating with you. Well, you're just being careful of how you go about how you handle certain people. Without telling them too much of their truth, you're finding ways of, because some people just don't want to know their truth, or either way, you work on a lot of, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I mean, you can wake up people around you very easily, but they're just not ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
totally.
You talk their language instead.
Yeah. Blessings.
So, all right. Okay. Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we definitely gotta change our vocabulary just to fit in, so we can relate and have relationships here. But I guess that's gonna fit in going down the road. When people need to start learning about this, at least we'll have the vocabulary to communicate. Up next we got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Greetings.
I did some energy spheres, some energy work this weekend with a new friend of mine. Can you tell me what I did with her? Like, where did I go? Any work that I did?
Well, it feels like it helped her clear out her chakras.
Oh, okay.
Her chakras seem like they're just out of alignment.
Oh.
But yeah, he went to astral. I feel like he went to the angelic realms together. To help her, she saw Yeshua with your energy, and I feel like a lot of Arcturians are around her. She has a lot of birds around her.
Oh, okay. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I can see the Arcturians because she's like a really good teacher.
Yeah, she was like at least, I don't know, it seems like part of her features are bird-like.
Okay.
At least from
Okay.
what I can see.
Interesting.
Might not be the clearest, but I can see she, at least from what the energy level that she has bird-like features.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, great. My second question is, I guess I'll just leave it open. Any messages for me, I guess, in general?
Well, there is Martian energies. Of course, that's like the chaos of this reality. Yeah, it's like on Mars, it was like biological warfare, like war. Obviously, it's war. It feels like there's some of that. It's happening here on this world. So I feel like it's like sometimes it might feel like deja vu. You're here on this world, but you experience some of what's happening here on other planets, and one of them was Mars.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can do a remote view of Mars if you want to, if you ever feel the need to do so. your son's from there, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's interesting too, because one time I did remote viewing and I went to the Bermuda Triangle, and I really was flipping and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good to reconnect with that, but there's a Martian connection there that it feels a lot of their knowledge was erased from this world, but it's something that it's whatever comes first. When you connect to Mars, like whatever comes to mind.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like
okay.
Art Bell, I don't know if you know who Art Bell is. He's a Martian.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Andrew.
Greetings.
Greetings.
My first question is actually for my mom and me. She met a guy in his car in our neighborhood walking our dog, and it was just a very weird interaction to her. And when I'm walking him, I feel we live next to an airport, and I know there's underground facilities here too. So I just get kind of surveillance vibes. I don't know what you feel from her interaction tonight, or just
that guy was a little bit controlled. Some NK Ultra energy there. You can say that was kind of like a intimidation. There is a kind of a Men in Black energy there, meaning controlling that person. As either just intimidating her because they know what she is energy wise. So I wouldn't put any worry into it though. It's all right.
Cool. All right. My next question is, lately I feel like it's been simpler or more smooth for me to channel and remote view and that sort of thing and just slip into the astral. But for the life of me, I have this infection that won't go away, and I've been having, like, it's getting in the way of my schoolwork, and so I'm just wondering what you see from that timeline wise, or like if there's anything I'm not.
Well, so when you do your spiritual connections, at least from what I can pick up, it kind of irritates that, like your skin, that area. So, but you can put your healing ability towards it. There might be a crystal that you might find. I feel like you can find some kind of like a clear quartz or something that you can connect to, like your magic wand, and do a little bit of healing work. You might not clear it out completely, but it feels like you can cool down the residue of it. Because like when you go galactically, you go all the way though, and your body is like, I can't handle this.
Okay.
Yes. I would concentrate on healing that using your own healing ability. You might need herbs. Maybe you'll create some kind of even oil. I feel like there's something that you can put to conjure up.
All right. I'll look into that.
Use your science mind.
Yeah.
There's your intuition, science mind. I just feel like there's an oil you can put together, a remedy. Maybe something with zinc or something like that. Whatever skin infections, and I feel like you can conjure up something though.
All right, that's what I'll try to do.
Right.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Yes, so I had a dream last week. It was like a music group, and I had this toy. It was a game I play called Monster Strike, and it has a character it's Lucifer, but it's a woman, and she wears a gown, and she has these like energy things coming out her forehead. And as like a few days before that, I had a extreme anxiety, and I felt like the same thing, like a bunch of energy coming out my forehead, going upward. It looks like exactly the same. I was wondering, is that related to like my timeline, or is it related to like the three norths converging in England, or something like that?
Oh well, yeah, I can connect. Yeah, there's a connection to England. There's some aggravation because you feel like what's going on in England, but it feels like the female Lucifer isn't very intense. Yes, you've had like a relationship with the female Lucifer in a past life, so she's kind of coming. It's almost like a Lilith energy. I guess she came back into your life, just for now though. So it looks like you're still resolving your differences or something like that. She might be in some of your songs, as far as I know.
Oh yeah, there's in that game. There's also a collaboration with this anime called Evangelion, I think. And one of the guys, it's like one of the guys from that is cosplaying Lucifer, or the one from the. It's kind of explained.
Yeah.
But basically, it's a hybrid of the two. And that guy's he plays a piano, and he's from the moon.
Yeah, there's a realm where. So the cosplaying Lucifer, meaning is that Lucifer was once in that realm, and so like the myth is still there. Yeah, it's kind of like a more fourth dimensional reality. So you still visit that place. It's like a second home, basically, or one of your homes, you can say. Yeah, where you can connect to the moon very easily, and it's just it's a more fourth dimension. It's like a pocket reality that you're connecting to. So I mean, it's okay to reconnect to that if you want to. It's like it's part of your current healing. I mean, like I said, it feels like it does feel like it's very homely to a certain level. To a certain level.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about Galicia's mentioned hair, and I was wondering why I have like these white hairs like growing in the middle of my forehead. They look kind of like hairs a cat or rabbit might have.
Well, it feels like it's coming from another lifetime where you had your front hairs white. Like you had like a bunch of your hair, like a strike in your hair in your past. So you're connecting parts of your past life. Like a 1700s timeline. So it's like a past life, just memory. It's something that you're resolving now. So, blessings.
As you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Austin.
Greetings, Edmund.
Greetings.
I was wondering, is it possible, or is it if you're well, I don't know, if you don't know why you're here, and can you just like constantly pray and ask that you be taken out of here? Like you're not suicidal, you don't want to kill yourself, but you just don't like, you don't like this place that much.
Well, yeah, you can do that, but also you can ask for meaning. Meaning, ask for more meaning in your life, more fulfillment. And they can help you there too. But it feels like it's not time for you to leave just yet. But yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, ask for more meaning in your life. I feel like you will find it. It might be research, like more knowing about yourself, if that's important to you. That's up to you, though.
Like I go to sleep and I love my dreams. There's always like
Mhm.
fun adventures and stuff, and then I just wake up and it's like, oh, another day doing the exact same thing I've done 1,000 other times. I don't know. Maybe that's more on me, but
Well, that's it's different energies with that of you're healing your physical, your physical. You see the limitations of the physical, but I feel like there will be some kind of fulfillment that'll be found here. But you have to want to find, part of you just wants to turn it off and go to the astral realm. So your lesson here is to find something here in the physical, like what you're here for. I feel like you will find it though.
yeah, the limitations of the physical. I love just flying around in my astral. Like,
Well, it goes back to the mythology, Greek mythology. You're more part of the Atlantean timeline. You're used to like the myth time, creatures are walking around the earth and all that. So that's more of your realm.
thank you. My second question: do you have any special messages for me?
Well, it's up to you, but fiction, I mean, I know fiction isn't always the most fulfilling. It feels like somewhere out there, or fantasy, you'll find your world here that's been, I mean, obviously you see it on a astral level, but there's also physical remnants of places you've been to. Something to think about if you want to discover yourself. Like the Philip K. Dick realities, things like that. I feel like some of those have been connected to.
Are you saying that I can find my own realities the way that
Yes.
Philip K. Dick was able to connect with his?
Well, no, you're connected to the Philip K. Dick realms. Those realities. Yeah, you have implants put in your head. You feel like you're on another planet or something like that. But also, like fantasy, fiction is where you can find yourself. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I connect with that a lot. I've read all of Philip K. Dick's books and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's certain elements there that you're connected to them.
Cool. Blessings. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, we got Christie.
Greetings, Redman.
Greetings.
So Hayden has a question. He wants me to ask it for him. He asked, what is his connection with the dolphins and whales and polar bears?
That's a tall order. So the dolphins, he's rode them like as an elemental being, as like an elf being. He's rode the dolphins all over the place, most likely on another planet. So polar bears, yes, he's been obviously he's been always being the polar bear. He's definitely been a polar bear in his past life. And he's been usually, I believe you can remember when he was a kid more than he was an adult. I guess when he was an adult, it wasn't as exciting. But he definitely remembers. I feel like he has memories of being a kid. It's like because he can get away with everything. He can do things he shouldn't be doing. It's like, oh wait, I'm just a kid. Don't forget that. Okay.
How funny.
What was the other one? There was another one.
Oh, he said dolphins, whales, and bears, polar bears, and he likes grizzly bears and polar bears. You know, he loves the bears.
The grizzly. Well, he's been like a little teddy bear, in his past. Yeah, once again, a baby bear. The grizzly bear. He was like a nice grizzly bear, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not your typical. He would be a type of bear that would walk over to people and start eating their food and just hang out with them.
Yeah, like I said at the picnic table.
Yeah, he'd be there. It's like he'd be a real odd one. I mean, he'll be a type of bear that would try to learn to ride a bike.
Oh yeah, like at the circus kind of thing.
Yeah, he'd be one of those. So
something fun, huh? Like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That sounds like him.
He'd be like a big kid. Yeah, he'd be like the big kid bear that's very unusual.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so my second question is the other day I had a vision of working on like a pod, like in I guess it maybe something like Antarctica, and it's like a science lab or something like that. And I seen James Rink there. It was just me and him working at that place, and we were sent there to rebuild the space ark that was there, like bring it back up online. Um, can you see any other things there that
Yeah.
I'm kind of, yeah.
Well, it feels like it's happening now. There's
Okay.
it feels like it's being reactivated currently. So it is kind of a serious matter. It's basically supposed to bring new vibrations into the earth. Obviously, there's much more. It does connect to Agartha. It's to get information from other star systems also, like kind of like this world needs a little bit of help. It's kind of like sending a signal for more assistance. Let's put it that way.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So you're activating it on different levels. So it feels like it's been reactivated recently. So I guess James Rank was there. Interesting. I see him there as like a hologram. He's not always fully there.
Oh, okay.
I guess sometimes they're giving you input or just seeing how you're doing it, or it's
Yeah.
not entirely clear. But you're definitely there in another reality. And I feel like you're taking it very serious. This is a big deal.
Yeah. 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 I kind of just see like a small lab, like just me there. Like there's not anybody even
Yeah.
on the whole place. It's like abandoned.
Well, that's why James looks like a hologram there.
Yeah. Okay, that's really cool.
Feels
It's
like
pretty
you called him in.
exciting.
Feels like you called him in to put some coordinates to activate some kind of computer that you
His
weren't familiar
knowledge.
with. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. All right, I'll tell him so he'll know
right.
what's going on too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Ryan.
Greetings.
Greetings.
As we know, we're all multidimensional beings, and we all have many different aspects, both positive and negative. My question is, how does one learn to let go of negative aspects that no longer serves you? For example, I have an Anunnaki aspect that doesn't serve me at all because I have these Anunnaki beings that are attached to me, and it doesn't serve me. How do I let go of this aspect so I can get on a timeline where there's none of these Anunnaki beings that are part of my consciousness? I'm always in a battle with them.
Well, you cut the physical timeline with them, but it feels like they're creating time. Like you said, they're creating timelines with you all the time.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's an attack. So if it's an attack,
Right.
it's hard to heal something like that when you're under siege all the time. So
I'm constantly harassed by them.
you just fight fire with fire. You send it back to them.
Oh, I try, but they constantly harass me. For example, one of the beings constantly claws me and pokes me, and there's marks all over my body. Can you validate who that is? I think I know who it is, but can you validate who it is and why do they keep doing that to me? Just to harass me, or just to harass, or some other reason?
It's not making clear Kublai
Is
Khan's
it?
energy.
It's Amna Chakra Kublai Khan.
Yeah, it feels like it's Kublai Khan's energy.
Okay, that's great.
Some of the shocks, but it feels like it's mostly Kublai. I mean, you can send them love, but obviously that doesn't always work.
No, they don't believe in that. They don't believe in that.
Send them back to the astral realm, which you've done. Yeah, it does feel like they're getting kind of tired. They're not done yet, but they feel like they're weakening. What I can say, but
Yeah, they're weakening, and I'm just trying to get off this timeline that's been in battle, and it's always they constantly harass me, and then it's going nowhere. It's just going nowhere.
well, yeah, just keep visualizing the timeline that you want to be on, and they'll like when you're at least whenever you get to be able to sleep. That's when you fully face them.
Yeah, I don't sleep at all very well. No. Finally, any messages for me at all that you can see to my future timelines?
It seems like they take you to Mars astrally. When you're
they
sleeping.
put me in like an actual prison, and they like control that.
Yeah, they take you to Mars, and then they kind of mess with your mind and your DNA to lower it.
Yeah, I know that they do that. It's disgusting. It's like, why bother? It's like, why did they go to all this trouble for what? You know?
Well, healing the timeline, the Martian time. So that goes back to your Martian timelines. So they come implanted in one of your old Martian lifetimes.
Yeah.
If you want to look into that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know about those Martian timelines, but I mean, what can you tell me about that?
Well, it's like a priest lifetime. Like you're, not like the priests here, but you're more like a spiritual, like a magician.
Okay.
A teacher. They don't like what you're doing and attacked you.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot for all the information. Blessings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Prem.
Hello, greetings.
Thanks.
My first question is there any general messages from my team?
This feels like you're clearing out old timelines. But there's still some karmic debt that you're clearing. Sister energy. Sister timeline that has not been cleared. You can put the intentions out to clear that. But it's one of the reasons why I feel a bit stagnant. I guess some words have not been said between the two of you. But whatever it might be.
Yeah.
There's some
Wow.
on. There's some energy between the two. I guess you're still fighting someone. It's astral. Well, banter. Look at it that way.
That sounds like us.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah, you're still like cleaning your room or some kind of stuff going on, whatever it is.
Okay.
Back and forth. This is mine. This is yours. Whatever it is. Yeah.
I've been feeling her around my room. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
It almost feels like fragments when we used to argue over who wanted what
Yep.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, like her teenage stuff comes back to you or something like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. My second question is for my little sister. She was wondering what's her connection with foxes and her fascination with foxes.
Well, as you can see, she's been a fox being. She's been kind of like a princess. But it was also she's had lifetimes where she owned a fox. And she take that fox everywhere she went.
Oh.
It just feels like for protect. You're a good luck. Look at it that way. So it's good to have a fox in her life. Doesn't mean it has to be a physical fox, but it could be an image of a fox or whatever. It just brings good luck to her.
Wow, I'll let her know that. Thank you.
Yeah, think about
Bless
just fox people, fox realms. Yeah, she's connected to that.
That's that's so awesome. Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Lunel.
Hello, greetings.
Greetings.
My first question is, what is the energy like with my connection with my grandma? Her name is Yoko.
It seems like it's decent. You're getting along with each other. I mean, it's a kind of a back and forth. She's kind of controlling to some level.
Yeah, she definitely is.
But it seems like you're on an even path overall, though, which is a little bit, controlling.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And my second question is, are there any messages that you have for me?
You're just connecting more to your fairy energies, but also connecting to your good luck timelines so you can manifest the timeline that you want. So just keep focusing on what you want and go for your dreams. Not just dream it. So you have to go for it. Whatever.
Taking action? Yeah.
Yes. Of some kind, yes.
Well, that sounds good.
If it's doable, yes.
Okay.
All right. Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Marvin's questions. His first question, he's asking about some major downloads, and he said he grabbed a piece of cardboard and started writing down the name Alalu and Anu, Enlil, and Enki, and their mother and sister. Just looking to see if you have anything on that.
Yeah, just some unsettled business there. So you can say he's communicating with all of them at Astro because they're not always talking to each other. So it's like the in between. So that's okay. Yeah, they're resolving their differences.
Okay, thank you. Second question, there any download translation message? He's open to any downloads or translation messages.
There's the Yael, like the Zeta Grays of the Yael he's connected to. Basically like humanoids the Zetas that are humanoid, that look human, but they kind of like a Zeta type face and features. 3 fingers, and it's just something like a Star Trek type of reality he's connected to. So they look kind of yellowish in color, so they're around him right now. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Catalin.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
What are the can you read the energy of the country of Romania entering the Schengen zone on 8 December?
Yes, it'd be fine. What about it? Yeah, it's
Is it very probable, or
it seems to be yes, but it's in a good way though.
it's in a good way?
Yes.
Yeah. I know it's in a good way. If they enter the Schengen zone, I was just wondering if how probably to enter it right now in December.
Seems possibly December's not clear. It's possible for December. It's not clear. They're not sure yet. So it's back and forth. So might be more next
Second,
year.
likely more next year, you say?
Possibly, yes. It's not clear.
Interesting. My second question. I returned from maybe it's not connected with my coming from vacation, but yesterday I had for like 3 hours some temperature and things. I managed to clear up, but was this releasing of old energies, or was just a virus?
No, release the energy of others. No, I don't see a virus. I mean, the energy of other people can also be a virus, but it seems like it's the energy of other people, though.
Where were from where were these energies? From the vacation that I spent like 3 weeks?
Yeah, it feels like, well, yeah, your empathic ability pulled in a lot. And of course, there's a lot of aggravation going on in the world right now with the economy and everything.
So actually, I came back with a lot of
A little bit
residue. Wow. Okay.
Well, you're adjusting from one energy to the other. It was like where you were was kind of intense in some regard. So yeah, you're still releasing. Yes.
Yeah, I felt this difference. I felt this when I returned here. I felt this pressure on me of something.
No.
Wow.
Doesn't have the best intentions where you are.
Yeah, well, it's okay. It is what it is.
Yes.
But it didn't make sense to me why I have this pressure of something.
Yeah. Well, it's releasing now, so you should feel better soon.
Yeah, I appreciate. Thank you very much.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Braden's questions. His first question, he says, "Greetings, Redmond. Do you have any messages for me? Thank you."
One moment. You're going to a maturity level of knowing more of what you want. Of course, the timeline you want it or when isn't time yet, but you're bringing it into your energy field of basically you are getting more closer to the timeline that you're looking for. It will take time, but it seems like you are manifesting in the right path. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Second question. Do you have any messages for Lee of Really Haunted YouTube channel? He seems to be having trouble with this or these reptilians that are in his home with a huge portal in his living room. Thank you.
Well, some of it he called in himself. Part of it, that's family members from another lifetime. So he's, he's with family. I'm not sure if he's wanting to release it or he does. You'll have to move. It feels like that will help out a lot. Possibly. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Hopefully that's not the next person's problem. All right. Up next, we have Lindsay.
Greetings. Hi. My first question is, have I been working with Lyrans lately, or like white lions? Or
Yeah, they came in more. But they've been around for a while. You're just starting to notice them more.
oh, what are they doing?
Helping you with emotional, clearing out they're part of your DNA.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what was my most influential lifetime as a Lyran? Or yeah.
You're very much into your looks, makeup, things like that.
Wait, as a cat I was?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like you're
Weird.
kind of like a feline beauty queen, yes.
Oh my God, no way. I
No,
didn't
you
even know
asked.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. Oh
Yes,
my
well, yeah, they can be very prissy.
wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got April.
Greetings.
Greetings.
My first question is just I was wondering if I have any past experiences in my past lives working with alchemy, especially regarding like precious metals like gold, silver, platinum, copper, anything like that.
Well, I feel like there's a Renaissance time period of that. Leonardo da Vinci's time, but also feel like there's Isaac Newton time. I feel like the Leonardo da Vinci time, he did a lot of that. Some kind of, it was discovered secretly,
Okay.
obviously. But I feel like there's some kings involved with it too, like Francis I or something like that. It was all kept quiet though.
Okay. Because there's a lot of gold and silver and precious metals in my life right now from coming at me from all different ways. And I got some kind of message about making colloidal silver
Mhm.
To help people
Yeah.
with COVID and
Yeah.
and so all kinds of stuff. So I was just wondering because it's really been coming at me strong.
Well, that's your inner witch doctors coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like alchemy was something
Mhm.
I used to do. That's all I want to do. I want to have like shelves of stuff. Like I need a lab. Like
Well, you've had the druid lifetimes that you're pulling from also.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Of course, you did that during ancient Egypt. I would say even did it during time of Atlantis.
So it must have just been a repeated thing.
Yeah, during Atlantis, you had a lot of questionable substances there.
Okay.
But you weren't using it for nefarious reasons, but others would use it for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then my son Liam would like to know anything about any of his past lives that come up. He's been asking.
The one that needs to be known, a knight, white knight.
Really?
During the Renaissance, yeah.
Okay.
But he's also been, a farmer.
Yeah.
So he's lived herbs and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But he did the night thing for a while, but the farming seems to be something that, like having like one of the better farms in the region, things like that. He has an Ireland connection. A lot of connections to Ireland.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Cool. He'll love this.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you, Redmond, again for coming in this evening. Up last is me. My first question, thank you, is about the energies from last night. It seemed like they were real strong, to the point where I didn't have to exert much effort to get like a significant kind of result. Because my hand is releasing like these little metal filaments that feel like burning and spikes coming out of my skin pores. But last night they seemed to be easily coming out of my hand with just intention and focus. Normally I have to like scrub them with peroxide and coconut oil to get them out of my hand. But yesterday they're coming out easily, and I was just wiping them off my hand, no problem. Do you have any messages of what I was connecting to with the energies? I felt like my higher self kind of.
Well, you're getting more used to the astral energies to heal yourself. So your chakras are connecting more to the astral realms, where you're understanding the physical and the astral realm, like how to make them both work with each other. Partly you were trying to go into the astral realm, almost leave the physical realm to a certain level. It's like, why would I need this physical body? What's the point in it? It's like, so it feels like now you're obviously can't leave the body as long as you like to. So you're learning how to bring the astral into your realm to heal
make
yourself.
make it less dense so that these filaments can pass through more easily.
And not just that, there's other things too.
Oh yeah, no, I've been incorporating that with a lot of purging going on, and I've helped me get in touch with my root chakra, definitely. Well, thank you for that. For my second question, I'm just wondering if Gaia has any messages on my ascension and how I'm going right now.
Actually, you are going out of body a lot interesting. The felines are brought up. You do go to the felines because the felines caused a lot of conflict here in the past, the Earth's past, and part of you is kind of, you can say, trying to understand some of that. Because there's a reptilian energy here also, but the felines, they cause more trouble than they weren't trying to. Well, different ways of looking at that. You can say they brought too much of their energy here. The Earth wasn't really ready for it. And just all their emotions, all their conflicts, it just like, it almost hit the world like a heart attack. The world wasn't really ready for that. So, and it kind of disrupted it. And you can say that's why reptilians and felines don't get along with each other. Because reptilians here are pretty blasé. They're pretty cool here. They weren't perfect, but but when the felines started interacting with the Earth, it caused a lot of disruptions. That's part of the story.
How am I working with those energies right now?
I would say understanding it within yourself, because you're feeling some conflict. You don't know where it's coming from, like the city that you live.
Okay.
So you're feeling like a back and forth of fighting, and you're not always sure what that is. That's basically feeling reptilians fighting among each other. There's other beings there too, but it's just a conflict of different races of beings that's here. So
I see.
So yeah. You can say that the Genghis Khan connection was kind of like, when that came in, it kind of mixed things up. Kind of cleared out what was not needed and just kind of helped build civilization, and just wiped out a lot of weaker.
Feuding, small kingdom, a lot of petty feudal, wars and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, just a purge. And that the Genghis Khan will come back here every now. It is connected to the Tartarian frequencies. Actually, like an architect side of yourself. Like, you're more about building civilizations. You weren't really about conquering. I mean, obviously, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but you're really about building.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
Yeah, it's the other side of you, the fighting. Like I said, as you know, just. This is part of the job description, you can say.
Okay. I feel like the fighting has come to an end, or as far as my role in it.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Redmond. Much love to you. Blessings.
Yes, blessings to you all and your journeys here. Blessings.